What's up, Digital Collective 828? This is Rashina.
And
Listen, we are back at it again tonight. Ripple just made another move that could change the future of money, and almost no one is talking about the real story. This is not just about another acquisition. It's about a three-layer system they are building connect to the world's finances. And it's all happening right now, supercharged by a historic new law just signed into the United States, which is the Genius Act.
wow, well, Ripper is doing it up again. So if you want to understand the strategy behind the headline, you in the right place. I'm telling you, in the right place.
So before we dive in deep, we have something special for you. To really grasp what's happening with these major companies, you need a solid foundation. And that's why we created the Beginner's Guide to Crypto and XRP. It's a comprehensive, easy to follow guide that breaks down key concepts in a clear and practical way. Now, if you've been with us for a minute, or if you're brand new, you'll see from this video that we break down things in a way that we don't believe anyone else does on YouTube. We break it down in a clear, relatable way for the everyday person. And that's exactly what we did in our Beginner's Guide to Crypto and XRP. It's completely free, and it's our gift to help you start your journey with confidence. The link to download is right at the top of the description. So make sure you grab it. And also, I'm going to go ahead and announce it, Sean. I would let my husband do, but I'm so excited. But I want to tell you guys about this. We have just completely revamped our Patreon to provide a more focused and focused value and tighter knit community experience. So we now have just 2 layers in our Patreon for our Patreon subscribers. We have the introductory, not the introduction, but the first tier is the Digital Collective 828, where we share exclusive content about about crypto and all things crypto and just our insights. And then also sometimes, just folk thoughts for today. And then we also we share other things in that, but you can learn more about it in the Patreon account. And then we also are creating our new private Discord that you'll be able to talk to other Patreon subscribers and have a community there for you where you can talk back and forth with each other. And then we've also launched the 828 Chairman Circle for those who want direct access. And it's a private group where we're limiting to just 25 members. 25. So the first 25 members. And you can check out all the new benefits at the Patreon link in the description. And we're so excited for this new chapter. So let's just jump in, Sean. Back to Ripple and Rail, the 2 R's. What are they doing?
Well, the 2 R's is about to get popping. Well, on August the 7th, Ripple purchased Rail Finance for $200 million. And this company is out in Toronto, Canada. And what this company is all about is about stablecoins. And they have up to 6 banks that they work with privately, which no one knows what these banks, who they are, but they work privately with these banks. And now Ripple is actually on Rail Finance. To me, only to me, they are buying up a whole lot of companies. To me, they're actually, as my man will say, they're about to put a dent in the universe.
Wow. So now for as I said in the beginning of our video, we're gonna break this down for you to understand what is Rail. Let me help you understand what the company Rail is, what their technology is. Rail charts the most cost and time efficient path through their partner network, including identifying backup partners for redundancy. So basically, Rail is a layer 2 financial Toronto-based payment platform. Let me talk right. That helps businesses move money with speed, transparency, and trust using stablecoin technology and fiat support together to do so. So, as needed, the payment will pass from a fiat currency into a stable coin through an exchange to expedite the payment exponentially while costing you almost nothing in fees. So that's what Rail is. Their president is, oh my God, I can't say this person's name. Let me say this person's name. Oh my gosh, I'm going to spell it for you guys. It's KOHLI, Rail CEO. I did not want to jack that person's name up. So I got to spell it. But this is expected to close by, like my husband said, in Q4 2025, pending closing conditions and our regulatory approvals.
Now, I want y'all to remember now, every time Ripple purchases a company, XRP and RLUSD will be used. So that means that every time the coins have been burnt, XRP will be start being burnt slightly as RLUSD is transitioning the flow. And what that means is that the circulation it starts to around started getting narrow. So therefore, people XRP supply will begin to be supply shop, and that mean what that mean that mean the prices will start increasing, going up because there'll be less XRP out there in the platform to use. So this is a big deal. It's a real
Right.
big deal.
So let me give you some quotes about the how big this is from the leaders of Ripple and Rail. So Monica Long, the Ripple president, right? She stated that stablecoins are quickly becoming a cornerstone of modern finance. And with Rail, we are uniquely positioned to drive to the next phase of innovation of stablecoins and blockchain and global payments. And then the CEO of Rail, I already spelled that person's name for you guys, said over the last 4 years, Rail has built the fastest way to settle business payments internationally using stablecoins. And in 2025, Rail is forecasted, get this, to process over 10% of the 36 billion global B2B, which is business to business, stablecoin payments.
Whew.
That's a lot.
10%.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
just thinking about all these other companies that Ripple bought and
Mm-hmm.
all these banks that they'll be using XRP and RLUSD.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is good. It's gonna be very interesting to see how all this stuff play out. Oh yeah, too. Since they bought them, everything won't be finalized until fourth quarter. Now
Yeah,
we
that's
know,
what he said.
we know fourth quarter starts in October the 1st, and that's just around the corner. And
Right.
look at that. Look at all these things is playing out. That the Clarity Act supposed to be done by the end of September, the beginning of October.
Man, they got a plan. They working it.
I'm telling
So
you.
they got a plan. They working it. So let me say this again. Like Rail is the fastest way to move money across borders. Their platform connects fiat and stable coin infrastructure so businesses can pay, get paid, and grow like basically instantly. And so I'm just give you the technical process behind it. So you would initiate the payment via API or your Rail dashboard, and Rail charts the most cost and time efficient path for that money to flow through their partner network. And as needed, the payment will pass from fiat currency into a stable coin through an exchange to expedite the payment exponentially. So Rail manages the compliance and the tracking on the transitions between fiat and stable coins. The stable coin settles into the real world fiat currency of your choice. So
Wow.
that's the process.
I don't even know what to say. I really don't. I mean, it just amazes me. It really does. It
Mhm.
amazes me how much Ripple have been acquiring different companies, and all these companies actually lead up to what they've been don't want to do for the world.
Mhm.
For them to purchase this company. I mean, I never heard of this company, but for them to have stable coins, and we know Ripple already came out with RLUSD. It seems like they're trying to make RLUSD the top one stable coin in the world. That's what it looked like.
Yes. So this I thought like you said before, even when Ripple was going through this going through these obstacles related to their SEC court stuff that they was dealing with,
Right.
I believe they were still planning and still being strategic, saying like, how can we build this up? How can we execute our plan? Because since this Genius Act has been signed into
Hey,
law, and then the case is finalized, it's like one strategic move after another is being made by Ripple. Like you said, we never heard of Rail.
no.
So, and look at what Rail is doing and their purpose that they serve. It's their strategy that they're playing out. It's just playing out.
Yeah, I
So
see. Yeah, I'm sorry. I
no, go
see
ahead.
Brad, he didn't stop, even though they was in the SEC had brought the lawsuit against him,
Mhm.
and kept on going out to different countries. Hey, y'all need us. We got things we can help you with. I mean, he kept on partnerships with around other banks around the world. Getting licenses around the world to use banks can use SRP and their for their use. I mean, he just continued on getting partnerships and growing like nothing was going on with the SEC and the Ripple case. So
Right.
I I applaud him for that because most people when they get in a court battle with the government, they say, hey, we just gonna take it easy. They not gonna do too much things. But he wasn't out there. He was out there, different countries, telling them about XRP, Ripple companies to see, let them know, hey, this is what we offer. Hey, we can help you in any way. Let us know. So you gotta admire that, though. You really do.
Right. Listen, here goes some expert analysis and predictions from some key authorities. So the World Economic Forum analysis states that stablecoins have quickly become one of the most closely watched topics among global financial institutions and governments. Their usage and impact are growing rapidly, increasing to like 28% since this time last year, with transaction volume surpassing that of Visa and MasterCard combined in 2024.
Wow. Woo. Combined?
Combined
And Visa and MasterCard does a lot
of transaction, like
in
transaction
transactions.
volumes. Think about how many people got used Visa and MasterCard.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that transaction, I can only imagine. But you
Listen,
combine them together and it's higher than that. That's crazy. That is
listen.
crazy.
It is. It is. It says that market analysts forecast that financial analysts are projecting that the stablecoin payments market could reach 36 billion based on data from Artemis Analytics, with Rail positioned to capture over 10% of that 36 billion in this growing market.
I think that sometimes when an analyst be giving their opinion,
hmm hmm
they kind of tend to lowball the number, and I believe it's going to be much higher than that because you talking about
hmm
we're talking about the work global. That's what we're talking about.
hmm hmm
They
So,
have no way of knowing that how much it's going to be. You talking about global of how things are going to be run on the XRP ledger. No, there's no way in the world they know the exact number. I know that that's their opinion, but I don't think that that's correct.
right. You just never know. Like I said, you can only excuse me, y'all. You can only give your opinion of what you believe the future will hold for this. But 36 billion ain't no small number, you know.
No,
So
it's not. It's not.
it's not a small number. But here's what's exciting. This is what we think. Ripple. This is our analytical interpretations of Ripple's acquisitions. It's not a official company strategy or verified claim. So I want to tell you that up front. But we believe that Ripple is building like a 3-layer financial infrastructure system. And this is how we see it working. Layer 1, digital money, like RLUSD. So the digital dollars that exist on computer networks instead of traditional bank accounts. So think of RLUSD like having cash in your phone that you can send anywhere in the world instantly, just like sending a text message. So, and it's always worth exactly $1, unlike other cryptocurrencies that go up and down, right? So RLUSD has BNY Mellon as a primary custodian of reserves and has market cap of over 600 million payments without worrying about price volatility. So that's level 1. Layer 1, the digital money, which is RLUSD. So that's layer 1. Layer 2, I believe, is the professional trading layer. That's Hidden Road, right?
Right,
And
hidden road.
so Hidden Road is a prime brokerage firm founded in 2018 that offers institutions a one-stop shop of advanced services, including clearing, prime brokerage, financing cross FX, digital assets, derivative swaps, and fixed income. So think of Hidden Road like a Goldman Sachs or a Morgan Stanley, built specifically for the digital asset world. And here's what they do. Prime brokerage, they lend money. Companies can borrow cash using their digital assets as collateral. So that's like using your house to secure loan. You can do professional trading, executing large trades with better prices, clearing services, processing and settling trades between institutions, risk management, helping companies manage the ups and downs of digital assets prices, and then cross-margin trading, allowing institutions to use both traditional investments and like stocks and bonds and digital assets as collateral in the same account. So the real world example of that would be like a hedge fund wants to trade $100 million in digital assets. So Hidden Road provides the professional infrastructure. They lend that money for trading, executing the trades at institutional prices, handling all the paperwork, and helping to manage the risk. So
Right.
when big institutions have professional trusted ways to make digital assets, to trade digital assets, legitimizes the entire industry, making digital payments more reliable for everyone. So this to me acquisition gives Ripple the institutional credibility that large corporations and financial institutions require. So before a Fortune 500 company will use digital payment infrastructure, they need to know they are a professional grade trading and risk management services backing it up. So just like they have with traditional finance. So that's layer two. What do you think so far, Sean? I mean, that's where we are. So that's what we lead. So layer one is the digital assets, right? RSD. Here we got layer two. Now you got this digital token. You are able to trade, clear in money, have risk management, and do cross margin trade. It's layer two. And we're gonna finish it up, Sean. Layer three. That's the payment plumbing, which is rail, bringing it all together. So this is the behind the scene technology that makes digital payments work seamlessly with traditional banking. So think of rail like the electrical grid for payments, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right. So you don't just think about power plants. You don't think about power plants when you flip a light switch. Businesses won't think about blockchain technology when they send international payments through rail. They just know that it's going to be faster and cheaper.
Right.
So interpretation, Rail provides the invisible crypto interface that allows traditional businesses across blockchain benefit without needing to understanding the underlying technology. So this just means companies get a one-stop shopping for digital payment needs, faster integration, and reduced complexity. So this is our interpretation. Layer one, digital money. Layer two, trading, and layer three, a system to do it all.
Well, most banks want to when it comes to payments, they're gonna want everything to be fast anyway. And they know that Ripple brings that 1 to 2 seconds. So because their customers are going to want to, be able to send money international, and they don't want to wait no 2 to 3 days before it goes through, and then you get a $50 fee for sending money through. So this technology is actually going to change everything. How we receive money now through your paychecks. And I do believe that the stablecoin is going to be a big part of that as now because they backed by a dollar. So I think that things is going to be shifting real soon. I do believe that with this Clarity Act, once they pass that, I say by the mid September or into October, we're going to see a lot of things. We're going to see a lot of utility coming into place after that bill is signed into law.
Right, right. Yeah, but we've seen so much even before the bill is signed into law. With this One Genius Act, they've taken tremendous strides, and in moving the company's vision forward. Because Ripple has invested over $3 billion to date in acquisitions and strategic opportunities, and remains committed to expanding. We've seen so many big acquisitions, and hadn't even gotten the completion of their bank charter request, and what that's going to open up the doors for. So again, this is just another step in the right direction for Ripple.
It is. I mean, I never seen a company that go after it like they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen, so it's just like, what we've been saying. We want to make sure you have the information. We want to make sure you know the facts. We want to make sure that we give you some insights and things that most people probably won't talk about or say. And then we want to break it down in a way that you can understand it. And that's our whole goal, to give you some awareness, to give you a start to your journey, and to let you to be able to take this even further. Take what we're saying, research it more, and go even further than what we're doing in our videos, because we just want to bring awareness to the community so that you don't feel like crypto is out of reach or feel like it's some kind of confusing topic, you know?
Right. Exactly.
So listen, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sean.
No, I'm just saying we hope that you are getting this information and understanding what we were saying. That's all.
So to summarize, Ripple's acquisition of Rail is not just another deal, right? We gave you information on what we believe is the final piece of a three-layer system timed perfectly with US regulations and validated by major investments from the public markets. And so we know there's a lot of information that we've thrown at you like this, in this time frame. And that's why we're so passionate of providing, like I said, a clear starting point for your research. And the most important thing that you can do today is continue your education. So download our free beginner's guide to crypto and XRP. It's the first and most important step in building your foundation and understanding this digital shift. The link will be in the top of our description. And we so appreciate you guys hanging in with us. And also, we want to say that we did say this before in our other thing, but we're working on our Genius Act video to break that down even further. Since it's
Right.
the first law that's been signed into law, we want to break that
Right.
down again and just have a whole video dedicated to that. And then another video that we're going to be doing is regarding security. So we're going to talk about that. Give you some awareness into that. And though we want to shout out the person who put a comment on our video to talk about rail. We saw someone put a comment on one of our videos saying rail. So here, this is hope. We hope that this video was able to bring more awareness to you. And again, put your comments in the chat. I mean in the what is the thing called? Just comment on the video, share. Please share with other people. I
Mm.
tell you, we breaking it down for you guys like we would want to break it broken down for us if we were new in the space.
Yeah, and make sure you hit the like button. You know that helps with the algorithm to push it out to other people. And if you have stayed to the end, you already know.
Listen, so we hope that you enjoy watching our video. This is your favorite crypto couple, and we are excited about our crypto journey. And we want to share it with you and share the information that we're learning, and take you with us on our crypto journey as a uh, African American married couple in the crypto space. We feel privileged to be able to share the things that we learn and how we're going about it and the information that we're taking in with you. So thank you so much for being a part of the Digital Collective 828. We appreciate you. You got
We
anything else,
really do.
Sean?
I just said we really
Yeah.
do. We really do. That's all I say.
All right. Deuces, you guys. Have a great evening.